Hi, my name is Kim and I'm a baconholic. It's been about 7.5 years since my last slice. First, I would eat bacon socially. Then, when I was about 15, one of my best friends taught me how to cook it. My girlfriends and I would have sleepovers and cook bacon in the middle of the night and just eat platefuls. Then I started cooking it alone. My parents knew if my mom would come home from the grocery store without raw bacon for me to cook, I would lose it. Started using paraphernalia. I had an old metal coffee can I'd keep under the kitchen sink to fill with the bacon grease, like they do in the South. But that was then, and this is now. So that was a little dramatic, but everything I said was 100% true. Bacon was the first food that I learned to cook, and bacon and fried chicken were tied as two of my favorite foods and two of the main reasons I swore I would never be a vegetarian. So in the spirit of my philosophy of veganism, that you shouldn't focus on what you can't have, but everything that you can, I want to tell you about another product that I use in place of regular bacon from pigs, like Babe, like little Babe. This is a product by Lightlife. It's organic smoky tempeh strips, or fake and bacon. Tempeh is a soy product. It has a really good texture and a nice nutty flavor. It's similar to tofu in that they're both high in protein and often used as meat substitutes. And it's also really good at absorbing whatever marinade or sauce that you put it with. So in this case, it's a marinade that gives it the bacon flavor. You could certainly make these yourself. You could slice the strips, put them in the marinade, but buying them pre-made is, if you're not up for that, really easy, and it's super convenient to just use these. There are a couple of different ways that you can prepare these tempeh bacon strips. You can do a lower fat version in a really hot oven. You can lay them out on parchment paper or spray them with a little bit of cooking spray and crisp them up that way. You can also do a higher fat version, which as a former addict is what I prefer. When you cook regular bacon, it contains a lot of saturated fat, which is solid at room temperature. When it hits the heat of the pan, that fat melts out or renders into the pan and creates the bacon grease. This is not a product with saturated fat, so when you put it into the pan, we're basically starting out with oil. You can use canola oil or vegetable oil in the hot skillet. That's gonna help it not stick to the pan, and it also helps it crisp up. So that's not as healthy as putting it in the oven, but it's a lot healthier than regular bacon. It doesn't have any cholesterol. It still gives you that great chewy, crisp texture, and it has the flavor of bacon. You can use these strips exactly the way that you would use regular bacon. You can eat them straight next to your pancakes. You can dice them up and use it as bacon bits in your potato skins, or you can use it in one of my favorite ways, an awesome summer sandwich of a vegan BLT, and I'll be showing you how I do that in my next video. Oh man, it smells like falling off the wagon, but it isn't.